Hello everybody. Now I'm going to teach you programming with C. Programming with C, such a language, if you learn, it will boost your career. It will be a game changer because every industry, today's market, whether they are manufacturing, service, trading, they are moved into IT software base. And IT software programming play a key role. If you have the power of programming, you will play a key role and it will be a game changer in your career. But there are so many software available in the market like Java, .NET, Oracle, C, C++. People are very confused about that. Which one they will learn? The thing is that you have to learn the programming structure algorithm. If you have the idea of programming structure algorithm, you can learn any language very easily. In that sense, C is the best way to practice. You start in C. After that, you will take the decision which one you will learn. People told me that programming is very difficult to learn. No, I am telling you, programming is not very difficult. It is very easy. I have seen so many college, university students, even engineering students, computer science, who have already passed in computer science, engineering, but they don't have any confidence of programming because lack of guidance. If they provide proper guidance, they should have the programming confidence. I have taken classes of so many college university students. I was a faculty of Sikkim Manipal University and Pearson Group, world largest education sector. In my last 18 years of career, I worked so many industries like banking, finance, NBFC, microfinance, and have developed so many enterprise level solutions. I'll share my knowledge with you. I have different approach. This class is joined. I'll promise you, you will have the confidence of programming. Now thing is, who can join these classes? Any college university student, engineering student who is doing engineering or already passed engineering, they can join. Even school student, ICSC, CBSE student, they can join these classes. This video, altogether 8 classes, 1 month. You need to practice one thing. Each and every day, just 1 hour, you need to practice. After 1 month, you will have the confidence of programming. Let's start. I am sharing my screen. Hello everybody. This is class 1 programming with C. Welcome to you. Before going to detail, I will tell you something about the compiler. What is compiler? Each and every programming like C, C++, Java, this programming language is nothing but a simple English-like language. But computer will not understand this English-like language. Computer will understand only the machine language. In that sense, you have to convert this program. After writing the program, you need to convert this program into machine language. How? By compiler. Each and every programming language corresponding compiler are there. First, you need to install this compiler in the machine. After that, you write the program, you convert through the compiler, you convert this program into machine language, and then after that, you execute. This class is totally practical oriented. You need to do the practice. That's why first you need to install the compiler. How? I'll show you. Compiler you have need to install in Google. In Google, you search C++ compiler. C and C++ both are same. So after C, I will teach you C++. That's why you need install C++ compiler. In C++ compiler, you will compile C as well as C++. There are so many compilers there. You could search any one of them. I will suggest you install the dev C++. This is the very easy to use. Total factory, I will show you this compiler. To install this one, you click here. This screen will display dev C++. Download this file and install. This file you install. After install, to display this icon, this type of icon. After double click, C++ compiler will display. This is dev C++ compiler. Here you will add the program. Let's start. Introduction C. C was originally developed in 1970 by Dennis Richardson. This is the history of C. Now, structure of C program. C program is structure. How you like the C program in their structure? No, I open the compiler. Open compiler. You like the first new source file. The source file. Editor will open. This is the editor. Here you will add the program. So I am writing a program. Just follow me. Include stdio.h email and mail. This is the structure of C program. What is it? This is the body of your program. This is called header file. Include header file. Each and every program you need to include header file. There are so many header files there. One header file is common stdio.h. That is called standard input output. You need to install this file. Standard input. How? Has include this brush stdio. There may be so many header files based on the program you need to install. You need to include, but one header file is common. Each and every program you need to include, that is stdio.h. This is called main function. What is this? C is function oriented. What is function? I will tell you later on what is function. At least one function must be there. That is a main function. You need to install main function. Within the main function, brass open, brass, each and every program you need to write. Here is the body. Now one program I am writing. Write a program that will display a message hello. Just simple hello. How? printf hello. Just this one. It will display. Now let's start describe. First one, C is case sensitive. Case sensitive means uppercase, capital letter, small letter, different. Each and every program generally you have to write small letter. Small letter. Printf. What is this? If you want to display some message, this is called syntax. If you want to display some message, you have to write the printf function. print. After brass open, brass close, double quote, you need to write any message you can write, it will display. And this is called semicolon. Semicolon, the end of the each and every statement you need to finish by semicolon. Okay. After finish, you need to save. This is the save. This is you need to save. Say you can write any name of the program. So I'm writing C1. I'm writing a program C1. Let's save. Now we need to compile. You need to, after writing the program, you need to compile. You need to compile. It will display message error 0. If there is something error, it will display error. Error 0 means okay. Now we need to run. This is the run. These are the hello. Display hello. This is the system of writing the program. You enter this, you return to the editor. Now I'm writing another line that will display how are you. Write another print how are you. Again you write syntax end. Then you need to save again. Again, when you modify again, need to save again, need to compile, again need to compile. It is error 0. Then again you write, run. It will display hello, how are you? Same line will display. If I want to run next line, to display next line, how? They press enter, go to the main screen. You can write /n. This /n means carries data. It will display next line. Now display again compile, again execute. This way you write the program. This is the structure of program. Any number of line, any number of line you can write. printf /n my n when is Amit Kumar. My name is Amit Kumar. If this even the name you can write. You can write your name. Save this. Again compile. Again run. My name is Amit. Here enter, press enter. This way you write it. Hello. Now I will discuss identifier and keyword, or you could say variable. What is variable? In your program, when you're writing the program, you need to store some value temporary in computer memory. Temporary, you can store one or more than one item in computer memory. That is called variable. You need to temporary. When the program will execute, this variable value will exit. After exit the program, it will destroy. That is called variable. Temporary value stored. It is nothing but a room, computer memory. To create a room that will store value more than one. You can, that is the variable. Now variable, three part is there. You have to declare the variable, you have to store the value in the variable, and you fetch the value. You can, some variable you can change at the runtime, you can change, or it may be constant, it could not change. That is called variable. Now let's start an example. How declare? First you have to declare the variable declaration, then assign value. You can, at the time of declaration the variable, you can assign the value, or later after declaration you can store the value and fetch the value. Now let's start an example. I'm going to the compiler. This is a program. Now how to declare value? Declare the variable. You have to specify the variable name. Any name you can specify, but there is some limitation. Suppose I'm writing int, integer a, integer a. This is variable. This is one type of variable. Now you can assign the value a equal to 0. Now we can print the value of this variable. Printed send d a. I compile this, save this, execute, compile. You have to specify command. Error 0, okay. Now we can execute, run. The value detained display. That this way you can declare the variable. Now let's go to the detail. Now this is the variable name. Any name you can specify, a or a b c, a b c. More than one variable you can declare the time of it. PQR, PQR. Two type of variable. Now A, B, insert ABC. This way equal declare. Printf ABC. Printf ABC. Save. Now we can declare as a variable PQR. PQR equal to 20. Zero zero. Now we can execute tail. This way, that at the time of declaration, you can specify the value. Here I can do that. ABC. You don't need to declare this ABC. This way, tail. Display tail. Now, whenever declare the variable, you have to specify the data type. You want to store the value of the variable, store the value, what type of value you want to store. You have to specify. It is integer, it is integer type variable, it is floating type, it is character, it may be character. You have, in that case, you have to specify the variable data type and value. This way. In this way. So I am declare the integer A. I am declare integer A, B, C, ABC, CHR, card. This is character type value. Card means character type. Then A equal to 4, equal to 4, B equal to 5, B equal to 5. You can do this, C equal to A plus B. You can do this. You can do this. C equal to A plus B. A equal to 4, B equal to 0. Now, I found out the C, value of C. Value of C. This is the C value. It will display. Compile. Get the semicolon here. Now you compile 0 error. Then you can run it. Value equal to 9. 9. Value equal to 9. 4 plus 9. This way you can do it. Now I want to display another. This way. This is the identifier. This is the identifier. Now let's go data input and output. Data input and output. This is the main thing. How can input data and how can print the data. Data input and output. One thing, now I am removing those things. Data input single, if you want to input single data, that is called get car. Get car to input single data and put car to display the That a single character. Suppose card, CHR. Card means character, CHAR. Card means character type data. PRINT, printf, printf, enter, CHRS, enter a character, enter a character. C equal to get CHR, get card. Get card will input single character input. Now we want to display the printf, printf, you have entered, you have entered, you have entered put card, put char, put card C. This is single character input and output, single character. Get card, now compile, now execute, run. If I put R, display you have entered R. Okay. If I again run, if I put G, you have entered G. This way. Now let's start. Character means this is the variable. Variable identifier C. Variable identifier C character. Character type variable. Now this is the enter a message. Get can input a character, single character, and store it into the C variable, character variable. Then display this. Put that variable display. Let's get done. Now enter data scanf. Now let's go to the next topics. Enter input data scanf. One function is scanf, another is printf. Printf I have already told you printf. Scanf. Scanf any number you can specify. Scanf. Now conversation data character. Convert scanf control1 string argument 2. Now let's start the detail. C means single character, D means integer, F means floating point value. F means floating point value. This is the thing. F is floating point value. Now F is floating point value. You have to declare. Now let's start one example. Enter two integer number and display sum. Enter two integer number. Now go to an example. Suppose enter two integer number and display sum. This is called comment line. Program will not read this line. Compiler will not read this line. This is called comment line. Now enter two integer numbers and display sum. Now enter two number means you have to declare two variable. Integer, integer, num, anyway, num1, num2. You can specify any variable name, A, B, C, D, num1, num2, it is I have specified. You can specify any number. And sum. It will input two number, then calculate sum and store the value into the sum, one type of variable. This is the one, another variable sum. It will first input one number and then it will calculate, store, then display. Enter printf enter first number. Enter first number. Scanf percent D ampersand meaning the num1 print printf enter second and then enter second number again second number this is scanf percent D percent num2 then we need to calculate the sum is the sum equal to num1 plus num2 num1 now we want to display print this is sum equal to percent D is when sum now say 0 error nice enter first number 2 enter phone number 4 sum is 6 now let's display the now put the detail about this is variable num1 num2 num3 three variable that is integer type you can specify any name that is not necessary to specify num1 num2 you can a b c d any name you can specify this is a message print first number scanf means input data scanf to input data any data that is syntax is scanf and then percent is a data type it is integer type that is a data I have already discussed you integer you have to specify d for integer type if it is floating point you have to specify f single character c integer d floating point f now it is integer type data that's why I specify d integer data and num1 and num1 this way scanf input data this is the scanf function you have to put the scanf function this is the scanf function then control name is this way the control 1 then string 1 this way scanf percent d means integer that's why d and the variable name ampersand variable to input data from a keyboard since second number same way num2 and sum it calculate num1 num2 store this is another type here now we want to display percentage this way now again I compile again I run suppose 10 20 the display 30 now enter to floating point enter to float float numbers float numbers float number float numbers display sum enter to float number enter to float numbers display float number that's why you have to specify a float float is num1 and num2 display sum that's right num1 num2 floating point enter first number for float why you have to specify f float f just f here you have to specify f just f nothing else no nothing else nothing change just floating point means fraction number you have to input compile then run suppose 2.3 4.5 This is the sum. 2.3, 4.5. This way. No. Sorry, you have to take F. This one. Now again. Now again execute. Now again execute. Again compile. Previous one was wrong because I specified D. Now I specify 2.3, 4.5, 4.3, 3.5, 6.8, 000. Okay. Now again I'm writing run 4.5, 2.1, 6.6, 6.6. It's okay. 6.6, 000, extra 0. I did put extra 0. 6. This is the way. Again I'm writing run 23.2, 23.2, 46.1. Now 79.3. This way. This is done. Okay. Now I specify example data input and output. Data input and output. That is data input and output. Now data type. Now discuss about the data type. What is data type? Data type. Data type. I have already told you integer, character, float, double. Three type. Data type integer 2 byte, character single character 1 byte, float number 8 decimal place, and constant 4 basic type of constant. This is now constant 4 byte type of constant. Now go to the next. Escape sequence. Escape sequence certain non-printed character as well as a black slash. This is called escape sequence. I have already told you. I have already discussed you. This is the escape sequence. /n. This is the escape sequence. This is called escape sequence. It will not print. This is /n not print. It is a carriage return. Next line. That is the escape sequence. Now declaration. Declaration I have already told you. Declaration. What is declaration? This is the declaration. This is the declaration. Declaration. I am repeating this. Integer A, B, C. This is declaration. A float T1, T2, T1, T2, T3. This is called declaration. CHL, cat, F1, F2. This is all these are declaration. I can assign the value. Suppose F1 equal to double quote star. Equal to single quote star. This is the declaration. This way you can declare the variable. This is declaration of variable. Declaration. Now expression. What is expression? Expression, suppose. Expression I have already told you. Expression. Suppose A equal to 10. B equal to 20. Expression. C equal to A plus B. This is called expression. C equal to A plus B. C D equal right D equal to A plus B star 2. B star 2. You could do that. You could do that. This is expression. This all these things are expression. Now you can print printf 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 d equal to percent d d. Now run. Equal to 50. 50 means B star 2 means 20 star 240 plus a 10 is 20. This is the expression. This way you can put. Now go to next statement. Statement. A statement causes the computer to carry out some action. This is the statement. This all these things are statement. This is all these things are statement. All these things are statement. Now one example I am going to the input radius of a circle and display area. One example, input radius of a circle and display area. Area means A equal to pi r square. This is the formula. Area of a circle calculated using the formula pi r square. Pi r square. Now go to this. Input radius. Input radius. First you have to put pi. Pi value of a DOU B double PI. Pi equal to 3.141.593. This is the pi value. This is the value of pi. 93 pi value of pi. Now electronegative float RAD high is radius area area radius area. Now printf slash n entered RADI is radius in radius is scanf percent f float is float and percent RADI is radius area equal to pi star pi r square. RADI is radius star RADI is radius star pi r square. In computer there is the value of r square pi r square. This is the pi r square 2, but in computer there is no value. You can put r square. That's why radius into radius you have to put area. Then printf slash n RADI is radius equal to percent f RADI is radius printf area area equal to percent area. Now compile check some error is occur or not. This is okay 0. Now execute. Now the radius, enter radius 2. Its value area equal to 12.566370. This is the area. Now let's put detail. Double. This is a double data type. Double data type. PI. This is variable. On variable, I have assigned the value of this float type data, radius and area. Two variable, radius and area. Then input the radius float. This float means it is float point value, floating point variable, that's why float. And input radius. This is the statement. This is the statement. Expression. This is the expression. I want to the expression. Statement. Statement and expression. This is the statement. Area equal to pi plus area statement. Then printf. Again, what I have input radius, display the radius, then printf the value of area. Radius. Then I run again. Run again. 4. Radius 4, area factor. This is the value. Now, circumference of a circle, pi 2 pi r. Circumference is 2 pi r. 2 pi r, how to calculate 2 pi r? Go to the 2 pi r. Again, circumference, pi equal to double pi, float radius is a circumference. CSR, CUM, circum, FARENCUM, circumference. This is enter radius, then circumference. Circumference equal to 2 pi r. 2 pi r. 2 star pi r. 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Circumference variable circumference 2 pi r. Then radius circumference equal to circumference. Okay. 3. Circumference equal to 18%. This is the value. Same thing. I declare the float by value, enter the value radius. This way you can do this. There is the end of class 1. The end of class 1. Now programming C class 2. Class 2, I'll discuss the operator and expression. Operator and expression. This is the operator. Arithmetic operator plus addition, minus, subtraction, multiplication, slash division. Percent is remainder after integer division. There is no exponential operator. There is no efficiency. This is the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator. It's the arithmetic operator. Example, I have already told you integer a equal to 10, b equal to c, equal to a plus b, c equal to a minus b. You can do anything. Increment operator increasing by 1. Plus means increment operator. Suppose I am giving an example. Integer a equal to 10. Print plus n a equal to percent d a. This is okay. Now I put a plus plus. A plus what will happen? Again print plus n a equal to percent b a. What will happen? See, what will happen? Compile. First a equal to 10, then 11, equal to 11. Means what? Means a plus means a equal to a plus 1. Increment 1. It will increment 1. Then if I put another thing, a plus Again print printf. Again I printf a equal to percent b a. What will happen? Execute. First 10, 11, 12. This way to increment. Increment about 1. 1 increment. This way you can do. This is the assignment of a equal to b equal to, I have already told you. You can do multiple assignment. A equal to b equal to c. This equal to multiple assignment you can do. Example, input 2 number and display sum and average. Input 2 number, display sum and average. Write a program that will input 2 number, then display sum and average. Now let's start. Input 2 number, display sum and average. This is comment line. In the input 2 NVMe numbers and various payment display sum. Display sum is here. Sum and average. Average sum and end of comment line. Now you have to decode two number. I is a float. Float I j sum sum. It is not necessary you put sum. Now float sum again avg. You have to input two number, then store this number into sum, then calculate the average of this number. Now enter first number. Enter first number. Enter first number. scanf %f ampersand I printf plus n again enter second number second number scanf %f j. Then is sum equal to I plus j. Statement. This statement. Then print sum equal to average avg. Average equal to ACU sum by 2. This is division. Then print ACU sum equal to, this is f floating point, this will be f sum ACU sum. Remove this one. Print average equal to f. This way. Combine, then run. Enter 2, 3. Enter signal 5, average 2.5. Again I am running. Again. Just see. Compile, run. Enter 5, 7. 57 equal to 12 and 6.000. Again run, enter 12, 10, 12, 10, 22, 11. This is the summary. Now let's see. This is the declaration path. ij two variable input two number is store I and j. Then first you have to calculate the sum and store in sum variable, and then you have to calculate the average. That is the average variable. Four variable are there. First input two variable, then store sum in ij. Then you have to calculate average. Two number will sum by two. Then now input three numbers. Input three numbers. Then display sum and average. That's why you have to take an ij. You can take another variable k, another variable ijk, same thing. The input second number, printf plus n, enter third number, enter third number. This scanf %f and ijk. Same way ij plus k sum. Average it will be three numbers sum. Same thing. Let's really say this. Same thing. Now save this. Execute, compile. Now run. 3, 4, 5. Sum is 3, 4, 5. 12 and average is 4, 3. Now again, I'm running 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. 60, 20. This is everything. That is the way. You see this. Check this one. Control C. You pin this. You copy this program. I'm increasing the font. You copy this program. Input three number and display the sum and average. This is the perfect one. That is the end of class 2. Hello everybody. This is class 3 programming C. Today I will discuss with if, else, and if. If, else, and if, that is called conditional statement. Conditional statement in programming, each and every language, there is scope for conditional statement you can put. If, else, and if. There are conditional operators, certain conditional operator there. This is called conditional operator. This is greater than, this is greater than equal to, this is less than equal to, this is less than equal to, this is less than equal to, it equal to means equal to. No, piping equal to not equal to. Now condition, if you can put any condition, you can put any condition here, any condition you can put. The condition means logical condition, any logical condition. Logical condition you can put, it will return two value, either true or false. Logical value, there are two output, either true or false. If true, statement 1 will occur. If it is condition is false, statement 2 will occur. Execute. Let's start an example. Input two number and display maximum number. Let's start the example. Some example. Go to the compiler and open new source file. Now put as include stdio.h main. Suppose I'll declare two variable and assign some value and display the maximum. Two variable int integer a b. Variable type will be integer. You can declare any variable type, float or something, double. Suppose I am assigning direct value a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Now I want to display which one is maximum. If a greater than b, this statement either true or false. Either true or false. P or int maximum number is 10%. I have to display this %d a. Else PRI printf maximum number is %d b. Maximum number is. Now save this one. So I'm writing the C4. Now you execute this. 0 error means it's okay. Now run this. It display maximum is 20. Display 20. Let's start the discussion. I am writing a AB2 variable, assign direct value a equal to 20, b equal to 20, a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Now this is the statement I am writing a. The statement is wrong. Statement is wrong. A greater than b, no. Actually b is greater than. That's why it will not execute this statement. It will execute this statement. 20. If I change this value 30, then save, then compile. Now execute, it will display 30. This is the statement. Now you put some comment line. This is called comment. Display maximum number. This is called comment line. Compiler execute this line. Comment display maximum number. Again compile, then execute, then run. 30. Now you copy this program here. You copy this program. Two variable, assign some value and display the maximum number. Now let's start the actual program. Input two number, display the maximum. I want to input value and then this input. Then I will not write this statement number. print printf enter first number. SCN scanf %d ampersand a printf plus n enter second number. Enter second number. SCN scanf %d ampersand b. Next element. Now compile. Enter first number. Scanf enter second number, and then b, and then now we save it. Again execute. Compile this. SCA scanf. Just display this spelling mistake. SCAN scanf. We scan it. Okay. 8.0 means it's okay. Now we execute. Run. Enter first number. Enter 4. Enter 5. We display 5. Maximum number is 5. Then again execute. I'll put first number is 7. 3. Do display. Maximum number. Let's start the discussion. See. And new. This is the program. This is your actual program. This is an example. You have declared integer two variable integer. Printf enter first number. This is a message you have to display, just message. This is scanf to input data first number a variable. D means integer type variable. That's why I put here %d ampersand. Then printf second number same way b. Then this statement, if you put this a greater than, it will display this number. A is greater than b. If it is false, it will display this number. That is the maximum number. Display the maximum. Same way, if I go to the example 2, input 2 number, display the minimum number. Input 2 number, display. Same way you can write. The program will be same. Just display this one. Program will be same. The display minimum. Minimum number. Same thing. It will display the same. If this statement is true, this statement means A is small. It will display. If this is false, means B is small. It will display this one. Now I save this. It is a compile. 8.0. Now I exit. If I put 4 and 5, it will display 4. It will be 4. If I put 8, it will display 3. Minimum number. This is the main program. You can write it. You can copy this program. Now go to next. Program is class 4. In class 4, we will discuss looping. Looping. Each and every programming language, there is some scope for looping. What is the meaning of looping? To repetition the same task again and again. To repeat the same task again and again, that is called loop. Same task, same type of task you want to continue. So there are three types of each and every programming language. Three types of loop are there: while statement, do while statement, for statement. While statement, well, and for statement. While loop. While loop. I'm writing the while loop. While loop. Let's start the programming. Now I'm removing this one. While loop. While how to write the while loop? Suppose write a program. Write a to display consecutive number. To the consecutive number. To display like 0, 1, 2, 3. This up to 10. So while loop, you can write a while loop. First you declare some number int, integer I equal to 0. While while I less than 10. If I put is constant up to 9, then printf %d I equal to I plus 1. This is the program. It will display nothing but a 0 to 9 number. Let's execute. Let's say compile, then run. It displays 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 9. Let's discuss. This is the while loop. In while you can put a condition. While you can put a condition, brush open, brush close. This condition will continue until condition will satisfy. First I equal to 0, print I, then I equal to I plus 1 means I will be 1. It will display 0 first. Then I will be I will 1. Again it will continue. Again it will continue 2, 3, 4 up to 9. When it equal to 9, it will go after 10. I equal to I plus 1 means 9 plus 1, 10. Then it will condition not satisfy, it will return, exit from loop. That is called while loop. Then if I put write a program that will input 10 numbers, then display their sum. Write a program using that will P input, then NUM, in numbers, and display is in sum. Their sum. Then same thing is the sum. I display sum is equal sum. I could assign the value 0. Sum equal to 0. I could assign the initially sum I equal to 0. Then enter enter number. Enter number. Then you have to display another number. Temporarily you will store this value. I means count. I will count. N will store temporary temp temporary value. Sum will store the sum. This is the temp. Then we can do sum equal to sum plus temp. Sum plus temp. Enter number. Enter number, you need to scan it. You need to store the scan it. SCN scan it. %D and temp. Then sum equals sum plus temp. I equal I plus 1. I less than 10. Enter number. It will store the temp. Then sum equal to sum plus temp. Now after exit the loop, it will display print f. Print f plus n. This is sum equal to %D SUM sum. To display. Now we can run this. Enter number. I'm getting 3, 4, 5, 2. Any number you can put. Now look, that is 30, 55. The sum of this number is sum equal to 30, 55. This is the how it's work. First integer I, it will count. It will count in that. Temporary, it will read from console. Sum will total sum. It will calculate the sum of this number. First enter number, temp will input. Then it will show the value in the sum. After it will continue after 10 number. Then it will execute. Display this number. This is the while loop. This is the while loop. While loop. After while loop, do while loop. Now do while loop, same thing. I write do while loop. Condition is the do while loop. I'm writing here. Do WHA do while loop. Same thing, write a program that will display 0 to 9 number. The thing is integer I equal to 0. I equal to 0. Same program, write a program that will display 0 to 9 number. Do print /n /n d I. I equal to I plus 1. Do while WHI is equal I less than 10. Let's start. Do while loop. Compile, then run. This same thing, same program. Same program. Result 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Now, the define is the while loop. At the beginning, you have put the condition, but here, you put the condition at the end. Do first at the end of condition. This is the same thing. While loop. In same way, you can write this. Now, go to for loop. Go to for loop. For loop is that. For loop very easy to write. For same statement you can put. For I equal to 0. For I equal to 0. I I less than 10 I plus plus. PRINT printf /n percent d I. For I equal to 0. Then run the same thing, same program to display using the for loop 0 onto the value. Now this is the initial statement, three statement, initial statement, this is the condition, and this increment operator. I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1. I have already stated that previous classes. I equal to I plus 1. That is these three looping statement are there. But I will suggest you always try to use while loop. This is the industry standard while loop and avoid for loop. For loop very easy to implement, but there is some limitation. There is some limitation. That's why I will suggest you always use while loop. While loop. That is the end of class 4. Hello everybody. This is programming with C class 5. Now I am going to teach you function. In C programming, what is function? A function is a self-contained program segment that carry out some specific well-defined tasks. A function defined has two principal component. The first line include the argument declaration and the body of the function. That's mean in the main program, apart from main program, outer of the main program, you can write some sub-program that will define some program for specific tasks. For specific purpose, you can define another program outside the main program to specific tasks. And when you want to declare the function, there are two parts. First, you have to declare the function Definition of two principal component. First line include the argument declaration and second for the body. Now let's start. Next I'm going to declare the function. First, the thing is that write a function that will return maximum number among two numbers. I have already created this program that return maximum number among two numbers. Now the same program you write using function. How? First you have to get two numbers. Int India in num1 in num2 in num3. Int integer maximum max maximum integer maximum every the function max int integer int integer a b. This is the function you declare. Declaration of function. First you have to declare the function. Print print f enter first enter first number. Scan it %d percent in num1 again print enter second number second number scan it %d ampersand in num2. That is the main thing. In num3 equal to max in num1 in num2. This is the main thing. printf n maximum number is %d in num3. This is the main program I have written. Here the function I have declared. Now this is the main program. Then outer the main program I will have function body. This is the declaration of function. Now I will add the body of the function. The body of the function int integer max max integer a integer b. If a greater than b, a greater than b. This is the condition I have already told you. RETU or return a else This is the function. Now you save it, compile. It is 0 0. Now run. 3 5. The actual number is 5. Okay. Now let's try the description. I have already told you this is the declaration of function declaration, and this is called the parameter. Whenever declare the function, the name of the function, you have to define the name. This the max is the name. You can define any name. And the return type. The function you write that will return some value, a single value, and the data type of the function. This is the data type of the function. Function first the declare the function name and data type. And this is called the parameter you will pass. Any number of parameter you can pass within the function. And the number of parameter and their data type. I have created a function that will I will pass two value. Two value that will return the maximum number. That is, in return function always return one single value. But you can pass any number of value you can pass. And this is the body. I am repeating the main thing. First declaration of function. This is the declaration of function. Declaration of function. Name of the function you can define in name, and the data type of function that will return the value. And the parameter you pass. This is now. This is the body of the function. Function body. This is the body. Same thing. Two parameter you have passed and return in here. Super A B. It will return if A greater than return A return B. That is the main thing. Now how you have declared this function. Now you call the function. This is the num3 value will be. This is the call invoke the function. Num1 num2 you call this, pass these two parameter, two value pass to this. This is the function. Now we note this. This is the main thing of function. Now I'm compile this. Now I'm main thing run. Suppose say 2 maximum there. This is the main thing. Okay. Hello everybody. Programming with C class 6. In class 6 today I'll teach you array. What is array? Each and every programming there is some scope to writing array. An array is a collection of elements of the same data type stored in continuous memory location and accessed using a common name and the index. Means array is nothing but a variable. It is a variable. But in general variable, within a single variable you can store a single value. Single variable you can store single value. But in array, with a single name, you can store multiple data value. But their data type will be same data type, multiple data value we can store with a single name of variable. Using the index will be difference. How? Let's start an example. Suppose this is a program. I'm writing integer in 10. This is the declaration of array. Declaration of array. This way you can declare array. N is the name of the array. This is the indexing. How many number you want to store in the array? This bracket you can store integer value. 10, 20, any number of you can define. Maximum that number of value you can store. And this is the data type of the array. This way you can. Now I could store value. Suppose n 10 means you can start it 0 starting from 0. Starting from 0, 10 n 1 equal to 20 n 2 equal to 30. This way you can store. You can store this. Now I am to print this value print slash n percent d n 0 n 0 PRIN printf plus n percent d n 1 PRIN printf n 2. This way, this is the I store the value into the array. N 10 means 10 number of room is there. You could access 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10 number of and store this value. This is the print. I access this and value. Now save this, compile this, now run this. This is the way 10, 20, 30. You can any number of value, but the data type must be integer. 20, 100, 200, 35, 33. This way, we compile again, compile. Run 100, 200, 33. This way you convert. Now, the thing array using loop. Second example, input 10 numbers, input 10 number and store an array and display. This is the example. Example 2, second example, input 10 number and store in an array and display the array using loop. Array using loop. I'll teach you how. Input 10 number and display this in the store. Now, how you modify integer I equal to 0. I equal to 0. WHIL while I less than 10. Why I less than using while I've already show you the while loop. Using the while loop, I will use the array to store this number. PRINT printed enter number. Enter number SCNF scanner SCNF scanner percent D percent N I plus plus. This is the while loop you could use. Again, I equal to 0. I am to display this value. WHIL while I less than 10. PRINT printed number is number percent D in I plus plus. Just store this. Now save this, compile. Now run. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, again 2, 10, 100, 8, 9. This is the way you store. 10 number equals to 10 number on the display. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's start the beginning. Now this is the declaration. This is the array I have declared 10 number. This is the one value counter. Number of value it will store. This is I is the counter. It count. Initial I equal 0 while I less than 10. Then enter number. This is the way array you can use using the while loop. Using any loop you can access this way to store the value. Same way again I equal to 0 means start with 0 0. It is this way. This will input the 10 number stored in array. This will display the array. This way you can store using the loop. Using the loop you can use array. Just note it. You can store this. Let's see. Just note this program. Note this program. This is class 7 programming with C. Today I will discuss the pointer. A pointer is a variable that represents the location rather than the value of the data. That is a variable. It is also a variable. It will access the location of a variable. In computer memory location it will access. This is called the pointer. Now let's start the example. I am writing a program using the pointer. First integer u, the general variable. Then I am declare a pointer. How will declare pointer? You can specify name before that variable name prefix start, that is this pointer. You declare a start. The p is a pointer start, and the ampersand u is the location of that variable. It will store in the pointer. Variable address. Variable address. It will store variable address. Variable address. Now I am writing the u is a general variable that will display their value. Display their value, and this is the printf. Ampersand u is the address of the variable. Now p is the pointer value and his address. This is the one is the value, another is the address. This is the pointer. This is the general variable u equal to 3. Assign the value of this, and start p is the pointer declaration start, and I store the address u. The address of u is ampersand u, and store this into the u. Now this is the general variable declaration, their value, and this is the address of u. The same thing, pointer, value, and its address. This is the declaration of pointer and its value. Now compile this, compile. Run this. This is the u, value of the u variable, and then the address of u, ampersand u. This is the address. And p is the same thing, pointer address. This is the pointer. Hello everybody, this is class 8. In class 8 I discuss you the future plan. You can join our live class. We have so many live class. You can join our advanced C programming class with problem solving technique in C. And we have a project in C, like image processing and others in advanced C programming. Or you can join our advanced programming language and live project in C++, Java, J2E, .NET, Oracle, SQL Server, Python data analysis, business analysis, PHP, SQL. So many industrial projects. We are actually corporate organization. We have so many software developers. You can join our software development team and live class. And we have ERP solution. You can join our ERP solution program, live class, like finance, HRM, purchase, sale, inventory. This is our ERP product. And we are conducting college project like BTech, MTech, MCA, BCA, live project. All these things are live project with advanced programming, problem solving. We have so many live projects. And you subscribe this channel, campus activity. So many video are there. You will follow this thing, this video. And in upgraded feature, we have a placement cell. We will push your CV. You can send us a CV. We have a WhatsApp message, WhatsApp number, and email address. You just follow this. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to you. Please subscribe our YouTube channel, Campus Activity, and follow our Facebook page to upgrade your skills with modern technology. Focus on high-demand areas like AI, cloud computing, data science, coding, and cybersecurity through online courses, practical projects, and certifications like Java, J2EE, ET, C++, C, Oracle, SQL, Server, PHP with MySQL, Data Analyst, Power BI, Microsoft Excel, Python, Software Development, or ERP Consulting and Implementing. Under the guidance of our Project Manager MK Sir, about MK Sir MK, Mr. Madhusudan Karmakar, Master of Computer Application, MCA, worked on AI at Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. Oracle Certified Professional, ITIL Certified, former Microsoft Certified Solution Developer, former faculty at Pearson Group, world largest education company. He has 18+ years of experience in banking, NBFC, microfinance, and different enterprise label solution. Master of ERP Solution Provider. Email us at clusterindia02@gmail.com or WhatsApp number 891 064 5507.